The NBA, Smitty, sure to be lots of snappy ball movement in this one. These teams have incredibly strong passing games.
Yes, they do, BA. Some great basketball minds on both teams who can just pick you apart with their playmaking. I'm sure they won't make it easy on each other.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point guard. Here's Edwards. McDaniels against Zubac. McDaniels passes to Towns. Shot clock at 2. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And here's Edwards outside. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Now George. Wide open look. No good. A bit long that time.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back. In terms of offense, the Clippers have been up and down in recent years. When they're healthy, they're dangerous. When they're not, it's a struggle.
Now here's Leonard. Jackson right side. Edwards against Morris. And stolen by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. That's good from Towns. On the assist by Gobert. And Smitty with the Clippers, it shows how important depth is to an NBA offense.
Yeah, you know this. It's great to have a powerful first unit. But if your second unit can't carry its weight, it's a fragile situation.
The three, George. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Pass to Edwards. Back to Towns. Tipped away. 5 on the clock. Edwards, the pass to Towns. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
George outside. And the jam by George.
Just knifing his way to the rim.
He looked practically unstoppable on that play. Russell, the pass to Edwards. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there. Jackson against Russell. Here's George. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. That's good from George.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Edwards, the pass to Towns. And Kawhi Leonard gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Clippers on D. Picked by Gobert. That one falls.
Inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
Jackson against Russell. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul of the game. .136 left to play in the first quarter. Leonard passes to Morris. Jackson with it. Into the lane.
One of the most impactful defenders in the game. Gobert's long arms put fear in the hearts of shooters.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Just 4 to shoot. From the wing. And And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
And the dunk by Jackson.
The way he glides around the court doesn't look like Jackson is moving as fast as he really is.
There's 42 seconds left in the first. It's Edwards with a drive. Misses the layup.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's George. Unable to get that one. McDaniels with some nice D. Pass to Edwards. 15 seconds left in the first quarter here. Russell to pass to Edwards. And stolen by Leonard. From the arc. Buries it from three. And it's a tie ball game.
Looking at his percentages over the years, Kawhi is an elite three-point shooter. I think Leonard deserves more credit for that.
Tie game in Minnesota. And we'll return shortly. Good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
So, on the floor for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court, and it's Jackson in at the one spot. Pass to Zubats. Back to Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Stolen by Russell. Edwards against Jackson. He shoots it. And no good, trying to use the glass. Edwards has gone 2 of 5 from the field here. Here's George. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. That one misses for Gobert. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Down low. That's good from Towns on the assist from Edwards. Towns has got 6 points.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Now Towns. To the inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Kicks it to George. Leonard on the wing. Morris for 3. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. Morris has got his first 3 points of the game.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Pass to Russell. Here's Towns. Left side, Russell. Right side, McDaniels. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Morris. The Clippers have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. George for 3. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Always a threat to get to the rim. This time, Paul George pulls up and buries it.
A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either 4 spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid 3-point shooter.
Leonard on the wing. Over McDaniels. Off offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and the putback.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
Pass to Edwards. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Jackson, pass to Morris. Three-pointer. Rebound, Minnesota.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
To the wing on the left. It's Edwards on the wing. To the middle. And there's a 3-second violation. 58 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. George outside. Pass to Morris. Back to George. Fires for three. And that comes off the assist by Morris. George has got 11 points.
The D has to know where PG is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter.
McDaniels with it. Launches a three. It's rebounded by George.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. The Timberwolves trail. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Over George. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Jackson outside. And George with the jam.
Capable of flat out torching you. Once PG-13 gets into a groove, watch out.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force. For those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Paul George has been sensational.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
Nas Reed out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Jalen Noel. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's McLaughlin in at the point. And that's the group of Chris Finch as we begin the second half. The kick out to Morris. The three. Yes. And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Pass to McLaughlin. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul of the game. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Noel. 4 on the clock. The three. Covington grabs the board. Los Angeles has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Here's Batum. And that one is stuffed right through.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Here's McLaughlin. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. Here's Covington. Picked it out of midair. Here's McLaughlin. Now covers. Anderson passes to Reed. Lob D by Covington.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Powell for three. Can't get it to drop. The Timberwolves have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to McLaughlin. Now here's Reed. Can't hit from in close. Powell outside. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Left side Covington. And here's Batum. Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's Noel. Inside. Here's Anderson. And with that one, the deficit trimmed to single digits. Anderson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Trying to become a better scorer on all 3 levels. This time, Anderson attacking the interior.
Out to Covington. And the jam by Covington.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. Here's McLaughlin. And he banks in the layup. McLaughlin's gotten his second bucket.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from 3.
Left side Wall. No good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Noel, that's good.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Here's Wall. Basket's good. Wall's got his first points of the game.
Assertive play by Wall inside, pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Anderson. Up and in on the layup. Anderson's got 7 points in the game.
They might be behind, but you can't blame him. He has been spectacular so far in this one.
And here's Wall. Powell outside. Here's Mann. There's the triple. Offensive board. Second chance shot. And Powell with the lay-in.
Look at the reach and vertical by Norman Powell. Extends the possession. Tough break for the defense there.
Pass to Anderson. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Here's McLaughlin. 16 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
All over, guys. I like watching Covington be a mess on the defensive end.
To the paint. Here's Mann. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's with 3 quarters behind us. Let's see what this fourth period holds in store. The Clippers in the lead. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Terrence Mann is out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the 5, down low. Wall, the pass to Batum. Gobert with it. Check by Wall. Pass to Towns. Now here's Edwards. Oh, he airballs the triple. That one was way off. Powell finds Batum. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
All right. Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Outside Wall. Beyond the arc. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Inside. Here's Covington. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a man a second late.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Pass to Edwards. The ball's knocked loose. Batum with the defensive effort. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Here's Wall. It's Powell on the wing, guarded by Edwards. There's the 3. And misses. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Pass to Gobert. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
You know what it is, a lack of concentration. That's a momentum killer.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. And here's George. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Oh, amazing indeed. And getting stops like that only encourages them to keep attacking on the offensive end.
Russell with the ball. Guarded now by George. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Puts up a 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Gobert with the bucket.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Jackson, the pass to George. Leonard on the wing. Kicks it out to Jackson. Morris on the wing. Leonard right side. George outside. From downtown, sinks it again. That's his 7th made field goal in 11 tries.
One of George's main strengths, able to stretch the floor with his outside shooting.
Russell, the pass to Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Jackson for 3. Edwards pulls it in. Minnesota has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Towns. He got a piece of it. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. From the corner. And right on target. That was good.
You know, Towns' team is loving this. He's letting his natural scoring ability run wild on offense. You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on. You know, we talk a lot about scoring efficiency. He's displaying the exact opposite.
Leonard finds Morris. George outside. From 11 feet away, and that one hits the back iron. Here's Russell, stolen by Jackson. McDaniels against Leonard. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Yeah!
Stepping up big, Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
Now the Clippers with it. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential. Jackson outside. George outside. 6 to shoot. Back to Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers win it. And they barely... All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
You know, the first thing you think of with both these teams, Greg, their athleticism. Some high flyers on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. Morant against Russell. Bain kicks to Brooks. Driving the lane. Outside for Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Love the power finish from Jaren Jackson, pushing right through the contact.
Russell passes to Towns. Morant with the steal. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. And the dunk by Jackson.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned him into a powerhouse.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. And Hall of Famer David Aldridge spoke with Chris Finch. David?
Well, Kevin, he gave me some broad strokes regarding the game plan. He said we want to work the ball into the paint, high percentage looks, and then get to the foul line if we can. We'll see how they try to accomplish that throughout the game. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Russell, following the basket by Ja Morant. Towns for 3. Gets hauled in by Adams. The Grizzlies have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Edwards looking it over. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Morant kicks to Bain. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves trail by 6. Russell passes to Edwards. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant right side. And Morant throws it down.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Edwards passes to Gobert. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Now here's Towns. Back to Russell. Clock at 6. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Morant against Russell. Bain looking around. Passes it to Jackson. Here's Morant. Stolen by McDaniels. And here we go. Fast break. Towns has got it. Timberwolves passing it around. And it's good. 2 points.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Russell against Morant. Outside Jackson. To the middle. Here's Bain. Gobert with the block. Fast break. Minnesota. Towns with the ball. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And it's the size and mobility of Towns that makes it so hard to deal with, especially when he's looking to score.
For Minnesota, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Normally, he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Back to Brooks. Down low. And Memphis with another turnover here. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Now Edwards. To the left side wing. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Nine seconds left to play in the first. Morant with it. Outside for Jackson. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies lead by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Memphis. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point.
A great score. Morant showing his poise on that shot.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
And stolen by Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Edwards against Bain. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Edwards.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Bain, no good. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain. Edwards can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Brooks up on top. Outside, Bain. Here's Adams. And the rejection by Towns.
And when it's his focus, Towns is a very good shot blocker, both on ball and as a help defender.
Memphis leading by 5. Morant surveying the D. Brooks the pass to Jackson. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
Spins. Edwards against Bain. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game. Hey, Richard, for a while, teams went small. They became quicker. Now we're seeing some teams go big, playing 2, sometimes 3 7-footers in the lineup. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's always a pendulum swing. Once it goes too small, then all of a sudden the pendulum swings back. And now everyone is looking for size. But you have to have size that can also stretch the floor because teams need guys that can rebound. That's what they're looking for.
Russell, this is to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Morant kicks to Bane. Takes it inside, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Morant left side. It's stolen by Edwards. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell.
And one of the offensive forces in the league. When Towns wants to score, it is really hard to keep him from his spots.
Out to Brooks. There's the 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Bucket is good. Gobert's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Morant against Russell. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. Brooks with no one around. Brooks misses. Timberwolves trail by 9. Left side, Edwards. And blocked by Bane. And oh, here we go. Brooks, nobody back. Morant finds Brooks. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shoots the 3. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Here's Russell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Outside, Edwards. 1 second left. And slam dunk by Gobert.
You won't find a higher percentage shot in this league. Gobert from ground zero.
And so that's the end of the first half. Memphis up.
17. The Grizzlies, 27.
Third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
They've got Anderson. He's out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Reed in at the center. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Jones, the pass to Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Pass to Noel. Launches it. No good there. And it's Memphis the other way. Here's Conchar. Clark outside. Conchar, the pass to Clark, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Timberwolves trail by 12. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Noel passes to Reed, and the layup falls.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Jones. Reed with the rebound.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
And Anderson kicks to Reed. Back to Anderson. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And there's the pass to Noel. No good with the triple. And Clark has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's good. Konchar's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Anderson outside. 6 to shoot. Pass to Reed. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Jones kicks to Williams. The tray. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Kept alive. Here's Reed. Williams with the defensive effort. Memphis leading by 13. Jones looking for an opening. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Wow, he doesn't make plays like that very often. That's a nice move inside.
We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. It's rebounded by Memphis. The Grizzlies have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. Memphis has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Left side, Jones. The dish to Clark. Puts the move on and slam dunk by Clark.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
They've played fantastic ball, and you can feel the hush that's come over this crowd.
And it goes down 2 points. Noel's got his first bucket in this one.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Jones, the pass to Clark. Outside Williams. The 3. It's hauled in by Noel. Timberwolves trail by 17. Prince in the corner. Three-pointer. The shot misses.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
They kick it out to Green. Fires the 3. He can't get it to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the rejection by Clark. Back to Anderson. Passes to Noel. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Substitution on the board.
Memphis leading by 17. Right side Jones. And the wide open shot from Green. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one. Also looking it over. And here's Towns. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Grizzlies out in front as they wrap up the third quarter with a... And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Green is out there with Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then it's Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2. Memphis has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Yes, that goes in. Williams has got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for the Grizzlies. Left side, Edwards. Shoots it up. Nails the baby hook.
That was just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Williams inside. Towns on him. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That time, Russell just sneaks in there on the drive. Defender couldn't react in time, and that was all she wrote.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Grizzlies. So Memphis ends up going with the new group, and the Grizzlies leading by 20. Payne for 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. Payne's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Gobert down low. Brooks covering. Out to Edwards. Fires from deep. Here's Gobert. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
Jackson finds Brooks. Morant with it from deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's Towns penetrating. Grizzlies with the rebound. 22 is their biggest lead. And a wide open look for Payne. Drills it from outside. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Here's Brooks, and he comes up with the deuce.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. That 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
In the corner, it's Payne. Some nice passing there by Memphis. From outside, off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
And Towns gets it to go.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Morant with a wide open look. Oh, good on the triple. Timberwolves trail by 18. Pass to Edwards. 1:33 left in the 4th quarter. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the 4th. That's a 42% mark in the quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Grizzlies.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Desmond Bane.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
Brooks outside. to the left wing. Morant outside. Fires the three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And finished off by McDaniel.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. Won't do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Now here's Morant. From deep three-point range, Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And so it's Minnesota with it. 19-point game. And here's Edwards from the arc. And stolen by Russell. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Not a whole lot you can do. Even when Gobert is under pressure, he finds a way to finish.
And that one misses. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Russell with a wide open look. Missed. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This one was overwhelmed. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up. In this matchup, Greg, with two conference rivals set to clash yet again.
Yeah, we're going to see some added effort and intensity, and don't be surprised if it gets a little chippy.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the small forward position. So it's the Grizzlies now. It's Morant with the drop.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Jackson passes to Morris. Jackson kicks to George. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Steven Adams did not like that at all.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Adams finds Jackson. Morant outside. Outside, Bain. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Brooks misses. Now the Clippers with it. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin, get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
Here's Bain after the Clippers pick up 2. Off target from three-point range.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Jackson kicks to George. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Here's Zubac. Clippers moving the ball around. And that one, good.
Don't let Reggie Jackson get easy scoring opportunities, folks. Then he catches his rhythm, and now you've got a problem.
Morant with a wide-open look. The three-pointers off the mark. The Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. Jackson kicks to Zubac. Pass to George. And here is Zubac. Adams defending. And the dunk by Zubac.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Morant dishes to Jackson. They could use a bucket. It's hauled in by Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 6. Inside, deflects the pass. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know they want to get to the rim. We know that's the game plan. And so we've got some tactics to keep them from doing so. Guys, we will see what they came up with in the lab.
Thank you, David. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work, and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Here's Jackson. Steven Adams making his last shot. He gets that one.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
And Adams with the slam.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide-open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
Now here's Jackson. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Morris outside. Outside for Jackson. With the drive and the dunk by Jackson.
Ooh, that's the quick first step by Reggie Jackson. What a pretty play.
Morant passes to Jackson. Jackson against Morant. He's off on that one, so Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris outside. There's the drive. Outside, George. And it's Paul George with the finish.
Now, Paul George with the absolute tight handle, able to navigate through traffic. That's ridiculous.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Oh, goodness.
I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. And George, here we go.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical. Oh.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Clippers.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. Bane kicks to Morant. And the rejection by Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 11. George dishes to Morris. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
Passes it to Adams. Stolen by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. And George kicks to Jackson. Drains the three-pointer. Jackson's got 9.
Well, the ability to catch and shoot. The rising fire from Reggie Jackson on point.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They trail by 16. Morant with it. George picks him up. Bane for 3. The three-pointer is right on target. Bane's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Here's George. The layup off target.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Clippers leading by 13. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Bane. Morant looking around. Outside Jackson. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The 3 from Morant. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
And once he becomes a little steadier from deep, watch out. Morant will be almost unstoppable offensively.
And George with the stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Morant. Bane kicks to Brooks. It's that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
And there's a little size to Brooks. 6'7", and he can get it done against good D inside.
Here's George. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
One of the things that's been said before, but it's so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Morris with the block. And they'll keep possession. George against Bane, and Leonard puts it up from deep 3. And George kicks to Jackson. Zubac the pass to George. Out to Morris. Shot clock at 6. Jackson in the corner. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
George finds Leonard. And it's off from three-point range. Memphis has gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Bain passes to Jackson. A three ball. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound. Clippers leading by 10. To the wing right side. It's stolen by Adams. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. On the wing, Brooks. Back to Jackson. Out to Brooks. The pass to Bain. And the lead is down inside single digits. Bain's got 6 in the quarter.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Here's Leonard. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And the Clippers lead by 9. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game time. Jackson against Morant. And Brooks. Here we go. Banked in off the glass.
Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
Here's Leonard. Plays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got his second bucket. Morant with it.
I love the discipline shown right there.
And so it's Los Angeles. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. Right back after this break. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batum is out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the small forward. Jones looking for an opening to the inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16.
And sometimes that's the best you can hope for with Wall inside. Send him to the charity stripe.
The Clippers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
The Grizzlies trail by 11. Outside, Jones. Outside, Green. On deep. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, this guy is a lethal distance shooter. Danny Green lights out.
All against Jones. Ball passes to Man. Outside, Covington. That one doesn't go. Williams with the defensive effort. Here's Clark. Second chance shot. No good on that one. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Powell finds Batum. Here's Wall. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wall's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, John Wall's physical strength and willingness to embrace contact has always made that part of his game.
Here's Jones. It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Clippers leading by 8. Outside, Wall. Pass to Man. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
A little relish a little extra to that finish, the double clutch before laying it in.
Doors to an opportunity knocked in the 2021 playoffs. Terrence Mann was ready to go.
He was, Kevin, and that's not the first time this has happened where an injured teammate meant the team looked to him a little bit more, and he did not waste his opportunity. He scored with a ton of enthusiasm, has a very impressive motor.
Pass to Williams. Back to Clark, and slam dunk by Clark.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Ball against Jones. Covington dishes the wall. Kicks it out to Covington. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
The Grizzlies shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
All right, folks, if you want a t-shirt, come on and make some noise. Hey, fans, it's now time to get it close. Come on, let's hear it for your Clippers Breakers. Get loud once again for your Clippers Breakers.
And he knocks down the first one. No good on the second free throw. Los Angeles leading by 7. In the corner, Powell with it. Covington finds Powell. And stolen by Williams. Outside, Jones. Green, the pass to Jones. They kick it out to Green. Some nice passing there by Memphis. It's stolen. Got a piece of it. And it's Memphis on the break. Williams leading the charge.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here's Wall. Powell, no one around him. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Buries it from three-point range. And now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
And the Clippers call time here. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. Here's Wall. And just miss after miss right now.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Right side, Jones. Just 4 to shoot. And another basket for Memphis.
And now this game's taken on a whole new feel since halftime.
What energy we're seeing. Something has lit a fire under both of these teams.
Wall, that's good.
My favorite part of John Wall, this guy loves to play, and he will initiate contact inside. Nice.
Jones kicks to Williams. Covington with it. Williams picks him up. Jones against Wall. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
A physical finish by Wall, and if you're defending, you've got to get your money's worth.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game. Passes it to Conchar. From deep 3-point range, and no good. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the third quarter. It's been a good one. Clippers ahead. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
You know, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spot, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams at the 5 spot.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
And a wide open look for Bain. Good. Nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. The Clippers in the lead. Now here's Leonard. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Morant against Jackson. And Morant gets it to go. Morant's got the game tied up here for Memphis. And for the Clippers, they're shooting wonderfully up to this point. 67%. George finds Morris. George against Bain. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, have yourself a night, Paul George. Everything working for him right now.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Morant outside. And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That's his first foul.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
This is his sweet spot. Reggie Jackson, when he puts it on the deck, he is quite comfortable.
Morant outside. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
The Grizzlies have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Outside, Bain to take the lead. Here's Adams. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. And it's 6 points for Steven Adams.
Well, Steven Adams is improving on the offensive end, and given his size and strength, he's effective from inside.
And the Clippers call time here. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He wants them to work for more easy baskets in transition. He said, the moment we take possession of the ball, I want us to attack. If there's nothing there, then you can pull it back out and run the offense. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David. Here's George. That shot misses. Adams, some nice D. For Memphis, they've gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. Morant passes to Adams. Brooks feeling it out a bit. 5 on the clock. Outside for Jackson, and it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one. And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
George against Bain. A nice shot by George. George has got 4 points this quarter.
These are the shots we have come to expect from Paul George. This guy is cold-blooded.
Adams sets the pick for Morant. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
A true leader. You can tell Morant takes pride in stepping up when it matters most. And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 2. 1:25 left in the fourth quarter of this one. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Outside for Jackson. In the corner, George with it. Drives to the hoop. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Yeah, big call there on the goaltend. He just didn't get to it soon enough. Boy, that's a tough break.
Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Morant outside. Right side Jackson. 58 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Second shot opportunity. Count.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
Jackson dishes to George. Money!
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
And here's Morant. Can't answer back with the dunk of his own. Guys, it's come down here to a very important possession.
No room for error.
Absolutely no fear. Kawhi Leonard welcomes these moments. He relishes these moments.
Jackson against Morant. Feeds to Jackson. Yes!
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Here's George. It's in!
Size and strength. Paul George has both, and you love his willingness to play through contact.
Timeout call, the Grizzlies. They're down by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Adams. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go, but force overtime. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there are so many times.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. Now here's Towns. Shot clock at 6. Back to Gobert. Oh, George with a steal. And here they come. Here's Jackson, the crossover. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Now here's Jackson. Kicks it to George. Over Edwards. And George gets it to go on the assist from Jackson.
George is really one of the most amazing players in the league, an all-NBA caliber player, and he's worked tirelessly on his shooting form, and now it's close to perfect.
Edwards against George. Here's Gobert. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. That one misses for Gobert.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Pass to Zubac. Morris down low, defended by Gobert. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Man, good whistle there. Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are. Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience, young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
Russell, and the layup is good off the glass.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Now here's George. Banked it in off the glass. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Pass to Jackson. Back to George. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
George really efficient close to the hoop. He makes the most of just about every chance down low.
Here's Edwards. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
And you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Towns. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Edwards. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
George against Edwards. Here's Jackson. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Making a statement here early, going right to the rack. I love it. Yeah, that's how he rolls. I mean, intimidate the opponent right now.
Now here's Edwards. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Russell to pass to Edwards. He can't get it to go. And Los Angeles the other way now. George finds Zubac. Now Jackson. Kicks it to George. 3-pointer. Here's Zubac. No luck. They battled on the glass, but they couldn't knock it down. McDaniels inside. Leonard defending. McDaniels can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's George. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. George has got 8.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handling. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
Another miss by Minnesota.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown.
Leonard outside. Can't hit that one.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Russell up top. Pass to Edwards. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. Here's Jackson, leading by 5. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Paul George, he's field. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court for the Timberwolves, Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at point. Russell finds Edwards. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Leonard. Pass to Zubats. The kick out to Morris. George outside. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Now here's Edwards to the middle. Here's Gobert. And the jam by Gobert.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Now here's Jackson. Up and over Russell. And Gobert with a block. Leonard for 3. Edwards pulls it in.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
McDaniels passes to Russell. Gets the 3 ball to go. Russell's got 5 points.
You know, with good form, a quick release, and a nice feel, Russell's comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations.
Pass to Morris. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail.
You know, when he referred to himself as the greatest big man shooter of all time, Karl Anthony Towns certainly raised some eyebrows and sparked some debate in the NBA fraternity.
Now here's Jackson. Out to Leonard. 4-3. Drops in the 3. Leonard's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And, you know, the improvement we've seen over the years from Leonard has been incredible, especially his three-point shooting.
Pass to McDaniels. Fires the 3. Gobert. Tip back in for 2. He's got 6.
He has the knack for being in the right spot at the right time. Gets a lot of sneaky points with his work on the glass.
It's tipped.
Well, I tell you what, his teammates love seeing this. So do I. I mean, when Russell is able to block a shot, that's a big bonus.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. You know, with Towns, there's no doubt he's a lethal shooter from downtown.
Well, the numbers don't lie, man. This guy, B.A., has been around 50, 40, and 80 throughout his career. 50% field goals, 40% 3, and 80% free throws. Tell me how many big guys can match up with those numbers. Very few.
Here's George. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. The kick out to Morris. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's George. 11 points in the game. Jackson, the pass to Leonard. Clock at 4. That one no good. McDaniels with some nice D. Jackson against Towns. That one's good. This game is all even.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Now here's George. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 5 rebounds in the game. Towns with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. And there's Towns on the assist by Russell. And it's a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
George passes to Zubac. Leonard outside. Will it go? There's Jackson with the 3. Sinks the tray. Jackson's got 5.
Not a bunch of energy from the defense, which is why he was free to knock that down.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
This is Gobert going to work. I mean, he knows the inside contact can't stop him.
Jackson against Russell. The kick out to Morris. George passes to Leonard. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
To the inside. Shot is good by Edwards. Edwards got 4 points in the quarter.
Composed and cool effort from Edwards inside, not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot, taking what's available.
And Jackson, here we go. Leonard for 3. That shot, no good. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Timberwolves ahead, up by 1. And don't go away.
The Timberwolves, 25.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
Ball and Powell are the backcourt duo. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington, and it's Man in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Back to Anderson. The shot from 20 feet out. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State. Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Man misses. Minnesota's shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. And there's the foul. It'll go on Norman Powell. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul of the game. And for Man, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes. Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage.
Down low, Batum. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota with the ball. It's a 1-point game. Here's McLaughlin. And the 3-pointer goes. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
Now Wall. Can't cash it in from close range. Here's Noel. Powell covers. And they pick up 2. And now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
Timeout called, the Clippers.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Wall, and he converts the layup.
And he's got great length for a point guard, and Wall repeatedly is able to do damage inside because of it.
Here's Noel. Shoots over Powell, and that one's long.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Rebound, Minnesota. Here's Noel. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
Oh, I love watching him flush it home, showing how easily he can get off the ground and bang it.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They've put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Prince on the attack. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2 on Robert Covington.
You know, when Prince is aggressive and assertive like that, it really does open up things for his teammates.
And he sinks the second. Here's Wall. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Mann. Oh, and Reed with a block. Wall against Anderson. Pass to Noel. Up top, Anderson. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Soft touch off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Here's Wall. That one goes in. Wall's got 6 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Pass to Prince. And he jams it home with authority.
Prince, a really solid athlete, throwing it down nicely there.
Right side Wall. Oh, the double clutch. And that's 2 points on the layup. Give him 8.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
On the wing, Noel. Pass to Prince. Back to Noel. Lets it go from deep. Covington grabs the board. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Man, 2 points. That one goes. And now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
23 seconds left in the third quarter. Noel, that's good. Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Now here's Wall. Not a lot of room. For 3, Covington. Cuts off the pass. Fast break, Minnesota. And here they go. Powell with a steal. Here's Batum. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The T-Wolves on top, leading by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Ooh, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Yeah, platinum level dime dropping there, fellas. Accurate and on time.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3, the small forward. Outside Covington. Right side Wall. To the middle. Here's Batum. Rebound Minnesota. Right side McDaniels. Powell pulls it in.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Outside Wall. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Boy, you love Wall's tenacity there. Takes the contact and finds a way to finish through it.
Edwards fires from way outside. Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers trail. Oh, got a piece of it. Batum finds Covington. Here's Mann. we go, one-on-one. Russell against Wall. Russell, that's good. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Minnesota.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
One other thing I've liked is how assertive they've been on D, swatting a good number of shots away as a result.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He likes the way they're pounding the ball inside. He said, keep working for high percentage looks. The more efficient that we can...
Well, with the score as close as it is, Coach isn't willing to live with that call. He wants to make sure they got it right on the out-of-bounds violation.
This call is all about viewing perspective. A lot of times a coach may have a better view of this call than the official. It's really just the previous play is over before.
Hey, when you're on the bench and see what looks like an obvious mistake on this call, you almost have to challenge. No matter when it comes in the game, you don't want to surrender any possessions.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge, but it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
The drive by Jackson. And Gobert with a block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell. Timberwolves on D. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Here's George. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Driving in. Here's Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, I love to see that kind of aggressiveness from Cat, forcing the issue on the drive there.
And so Towns nails them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Leonard for 3. Hits the three-pointer.
That may not be his first choice, but Kawhi's not going to pass it up if it's there for him. Good decision to take the quick jumper off the catch.
George against Edwards. Outside Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. Leonard defending. Shot clock at 3. Ooh, Morris with a steal.
First personal foul. First team.
And the free throw, no good.
Reggie Jackson at the strike. Shooting 1.
Los Angeles has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. It's George with the drive. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards has got 4 rebounds now.
That's his third personal foul. Second team.
And that one misses.
And you can make a case and argue that Cat is perhaps one of the greatest, if not the greatest, shooting big man of all time. And he's still got a lot of runway in front of him for his career.
Edwards, the pass to Russell. Jackson against Edwards. Knocked away. In transition, here they come. Leonard for 3. And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Another miss by Minnesota.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Leonard against Edwards. George passes to Morris. Clock at 6. Here's the three. Zubac finds Morris. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Shot is good by Edwards. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. George for 3. And the Clippers miss again. 41 seconds left to play in the fourth. Russell with the ball. Guarded now by George. And it's powered home by Towns.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Edwards, the pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Towns a screen on George. Edwards can't hit. Jackson outside. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. It ends up being a fairly easy.
Well, Kevin, the Grizzlies now have a...
You're right. They play well. David, thanks. And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the one. Jackson, that's good. And looking at the explosiveness on the floor tonight, Steve, this game should be filled with highlight reel plays.
I love it, Kevin. Fans love watching these matchups, and we do too.
Towns dishes to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. And it's off the back rim, no good. And here's Brooks, he'll bring it up for Memphis. To the paint, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Edwards against Bain. Edwards can't hit.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
And stolen by Russell. Edwards passes to McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniels.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Jackson misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Edwards, and he banks in the layup.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Morant's against Russell. On the wing, Jackson. Morant, right side. Bain passes to Brooks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bain kicks to Brooks. Here's Adams. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Another shot. Towns wide open. The offensive rebound. And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Morant against Russell. And that one's good. Morant.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player. We saw glimpses of John Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Edwards with another miss. Here's Bain. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Look at Desmond. Exclamation point on the fast break.
Another level indeed for John Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers.
Now here's Towns. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Here's Morant. And finished up by Morant.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Oh, here's Edwards. 6-point game. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now Morant. He's got 6. There's 31 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
This is his first free throw of the game.
John Morant at the line for 2.
And he's good on the second. 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Back to Edwards. On deep. John Morant grabs the rebound. Brooks with it. And so it's Memphis headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the score. Breakdown here for Memphis.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant against Russell. It's stolen by Gobert. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball.
One creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game from downtown. That one, no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. It's Russell with the drive. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full court touchdown passes.
Morant against Russell. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Offensive rebound. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Rudy Gobert.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
Sweet move, and Morant will lay it in. Morant's got 9 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Towns dishes to McDaniels. Back to Towns. Morant with the steal. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. Now hits past the break. Throw down with
I love his attitude. John Morant has the initiative to go after steals.
In this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have two guys that can get it going. And for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on two things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Scooped up outside for Jackson. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That is his first foul of the game. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Morant passes to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Bain, no good. Timberwolves trail by 8. Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain. Here's McDaniels. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one's on Morant.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
For Minnesota, they have gone 1 of 3 at the line here. And he ends up missing both free throws. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Edwards against Bain. Here's Gobert. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
Entering the league raw offensively, Gobert's developed a few moves in the inside.
Count the basket. Morant's got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they've executed.
Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Off target from outside. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Morant passes to Jackson. Pass to Towns. Russell inside. Guarded by Morant. And that one's good. Russell.
With a gentle touch inside. Russell really improving as a finisher.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, 76% from the line a season ago, and most would consider that to be a success.
Good on the second free throw.
How can you not love a player like Ja Morant? Came into the NBA ready to prove himself and just keeps getting better.
Right side, Edwards. Towns, high post. Out to Edwards. And so it's Memphis. Ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead is where it is because they've got... We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
On the court for Minnesota. Anderson is out there with Taurean Prince. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the 2 guard. Here's McLaughlin. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Minnesota shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Both good from the line that time. Memphis leading by 7. Jones looking for an opening. Outside Williams. Kicks it out to Jones. On the wing, Green. Shot clock at 5. Here's Conchar. Clark with a wide open look. Conchar, the pass to Clark. Memphis the rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. Out left to the wing. Goes up again. The Grizzlies with another miss. Timberwolves trail by 7. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Prince. Anderson right side. There's the pass to Noel. Takes it off the glass.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Noel passes to Anderson. And the foul called on Danny Green. That's his first foul. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. The kick out to Anderson. No good from outside.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously he can when necessary, but not that time. Prince dishes to Anderson. Prince, the pass to Anderson. Kicks it out to Prince. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Prince has got his first points of the game. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Right side, Green. Pass to Concho. Just 5 to shoot. No good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's McLaughlin. Off target at the rim. It's tipped. Stolen by Reed. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Noel. The feed to Anderson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And it's Williams with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've led by as much as 10. Williams has a screen for Jones. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Pass to Noel. Over Green. Reed. It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Conchar, the pass to Clark. And that one drops for him. Clark's got 4 this quarter.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
It's Anderson with the drive. Prince wide open. Offline with his 3. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Williams with the ball. But now by Anderson. Stolen by Reed. Here's Noel. He's guarded by Williams. Reed the pass to Noel. The Timberwolves shot less than 50% at the free throw line today. Hitting just 3 of 7. First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 36 seconds left to play here in the third. Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket, using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Some solid defense from Clark.
Shut down. This is the way you play defense. This is how you protect the rim.
They kick it out to Green to the right side. Right wing. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Bain. It's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves trail by 7. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Morant. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant's got 5 rebounds tonight. Out to Brooks. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Brooks has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Grizzlies. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
For 3, Edwards. And they recover it. Goes back up. And he could not get them 1 to go. Out of contact. And he'll go to the line for 2.
And this is Edwards' game, man. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
He doesn't get the second one. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. Passes to Towns. From past the arc. Traps in the tray.
A little breakdown there, letting them get that rebound. Can't allow that to happen.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He's encouraged where they are at this point in the game, but he told his guys things can turn in a blink. What we need to do is execute the rest of the way. So we'll see if they can finish this one off, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Outside, Russell. And the layup's good off the glass.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Now the pass to Bain. Brooks outside. Knocked loose. 5 to shoot. Fast break, Minnesota. Edwards leading the charge. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo!
Bain passes to Brooks. Bain looking around. Outside for Jackson. A three-pointer off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards from the arc. Edwards with another miss.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Bain finds Jackson. Adams down low. Edwards there. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Russell. And the layup is good.
Yeah, you want the momentum on your side, and Russell showing you how it's done.
Russell against Morant. Kicks it to Brooks. Back to Morant. Towns with the steal. There's the lob to Towns. Brooks left side. Rebound Minnesota. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. Gobert against Adams. For 3, Edwards. Up again. No good on the shot. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Morant beating the 4. He kicks to Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Russell no luck. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his 3rd foul of the game. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Morant. On the wing, Jackson. It's stolen by Edwards. Lets it go from deep. Off on that one. So it's Memphis picking up the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job.
Sports. This is Brian, and we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one. Just 3 to shoot. Morant, the pass to Adams. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
It's George on the wing. Back to Jackson. Morris on the wing. Pass to Zubats. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
Morant against Jackson. Morant, the pass to Adams. Tipped. Jackson outside. Morris with it. Jackson in his pocket. Pass to Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
Oh, the claw. I mean, Leonard controls the ball with those massive hands. Just throws it down.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
First team. At the line for Memphis, Steven Adams.
And he can't get the first one. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You, too, can become an NBA player. Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Oh, he's got some hot. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
George, a deep three. It's not going to go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Pass to Jackson from deep. Lays out. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Morris left side and stolen by Bain. Jackson down low. George defending. Oh, George with a steal. For the finish. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
The defense George provides is huge, using his length and instincts to come away with the steals.
And here's Morant. Stolen by Jackson. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
Here's George. 4-point game. Morris for 3. Adams grabs the miss. And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Brooks. Kawhi Leonard comes up with a rebound.
and you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
Morris finds Leonard. From down in the low post, it goes. Leonard's got 6.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint, not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
And here's Morant outside. Paul George pulls it in. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 10-2 run here. And George with the jam.
Imposing his will out there. PG-13. Love to see him attack the rim like that.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Misses in close. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Clippers. The Clippers in the lead. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
With impressive quickness, Jackson is usually able to stay a step or 2 ahead of the defense.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Outside Morant. Up top Bane. Back to Morant. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go that time. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Morris finds Leonard. Back to Morris. Leonard outside. And the dunk by Leonard.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and rushed them. Huge difference in activity level for both teams tonight.
Timeout called. Memphis. We've got 33 seconds left in the first. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He flashes to the rim and is met with no resistance.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 17-4 run. Here's Jackson. And such a nice move to make that bucket possible. Jackson's got 5.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Outside for Morant. From deep Bane. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Boy, quite a position here for the Clippers to be in. What do you guys think?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And then Morant with the dunk.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Jackson against Morant. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's gotten 4 this quarter. Well, Richard, you had a long playing career. When you think of the great leaders you were around, what are some of the common threads?
I think one of the common threads are the guys that work the hardest expect the most from their teammates. That's something that I've always seen be very, very consistent with leaders, because leaders, especially leaders of men in professional sports, you have to lead by example.
George outside. Jackson outside. The kick out to Morris. From behind the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Morris has got 5.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. Here's Morant. Got it. Makes him 4 for 6 from the floor.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten off to a perfect 4 for 4 start of the second. Jackson, the pass to George. From outside the arc. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. George has got his second basket.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed. I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. The Clippers have gotten 5 of their first 6 attempts to fall in the second. Leonard, no good on the shot. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Stolen by Jackson. Here's George. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Gotta be careful when Jackson is lurking, more than just capable of sending it back.
To the left side wing. From deep, Morant. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Timeout called, the Clippers. .146 left in the first half of basketball. Jackson down low, hounded by Morant. Drains the triple. Leonard's got 5 points in the quarter.
With a smooth jumper and unwavering confidence, Leonard's able to consistently convert from downtown.
Hey, one heck of a crossover there.
He's got a big speed advantage in that matchup. Could be a blow by every single time.
Jackson against Morant. Here's Zubac. Ooh, good work defensively by Adams.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Left side Bane. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Here's George. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
And Morant gets it to go.
Oh, explosive crossover. How's that for a move?
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the second quarter. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Now here's Jackson. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal previous plays even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Morris passes to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
You can tell Leonard sees the whole floor, allowing him to set guys up well.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. He got it up. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And we And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
On the floor for the Clippers, Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Not exactly sure what the defense is thinking. You know he's going to be aggressive coming out of the half.
Pass to Mann, inside, to the paint. Back to Batum. Out to Covington. Powell outside. Second chance effort. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. First one falls for him. And the three-point shot, so important, Richard. That's something you added after you came into the league. What was that process like?
Well, look, as the game tilted that direction, it was no secret. You have to put in that time. But what I try and tell people is that it took me 3 years before I was able to even become a consistent three-point shooter, and another 5 before I became a good one. So as long as you're putting in the work, you're going to see the results.
Those who evolve are those who stay around. Conchar off target from three-point range. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Covington passes to Powell. Good on the shot. Powell's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Timeout call, Memphis. A line change here for Memphis. The Grizzlies have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Jackson against Morant. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
And Morant drops them both. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Jackson, the pass to Zubats. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Taking it right at the rack. I mean, that defense is looking real frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
And that one drops. Morant's got 21.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Jackson, the pass to Morris. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists in the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Memphis has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Commissioner Silver's open to change. He said, quote, "We're not beholden to pure tradition. We care a lot about it, but all of the factors I think about when we talk about changing the rules, I'm less concerned about that. We should live in the present, be respectful of those records, but also be willing to adjust when it makes sense." BA?
All right, thanks, Allie. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Tries again, and they blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance at another one at the stripe.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Always giving max effort on the glass, taking everything they'll give him.
The drive by Moran. Back to Bain. The 3-ball. The shot no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. George for 3. Yes. And a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 8 assists in the game.
It's just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
George outside. Pass to Jackson. Inside. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Brooks, the pass to Morant to halt the run. Morant with the slam!
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Pass to Zubats. Back to Jackson. George against Bain. They grab their own miss. A nice shot by Zubats. Zubats has got 13.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Now Adams. He's guarded by Zubats. And it's the Clippers on the break. And George with the jam.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's Morant. Rebound by the Clippers. George has got 4 rebounds in the game. Leonard for 3. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers firmly in control with an impressive. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And Memphis shooting around 41%. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And up the floor again for the Clippers. Running the court. George with the bucket. Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Clippers. Here's Moran. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
The agility, the athleticism. Morant sometimes, I don't know, he just seems unstoppable to me.
Los Angeles has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Zubats finds Jackson. Pass to George. Leonard on the wing. This one for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. Morant, the pass to Bain. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
Jackson can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Morant, the pass to Adams with the drive. It's rebounded by George. George has got 5 rebounds in the game. Back to Jackson. The 3 is up. George, that one's good. George has got 10 points here in the second half.
Just a big night for George so far. He always works so hard, but his game has been on a higher level here in this game.
Adams, shot's good.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
George passes to Zubac. Leonard for 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Leonard for 3. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
George for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Morant. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. George has got rebound number 7 tonight. Leonard with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Fires the 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Jackson with it. Takes the 3. Morant finds Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Adams. And the shot goes.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
Jackson, the pass to Zubac. For 3, George. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. We got to at least show a little heart out here.
Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And stolen by Morant.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Clippers.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. .107 left in the 4th quarter. From deep 3-point range. Doesn't go for him. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Morris.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
And Morant drops them both. Here's Leonard. There's 53 seconds left in the final quarter. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so it's Memphis with it. Brooks, the pass to Bane. Jacks up a 3. No luck on that one. It's been all Clippers. Morris finds Leonard. Let's go with a 3. Kept alive. Now here's Jackson. Misses the deep 3-point attempt.
Maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I don't think his coaches will agree.
Yeah, and you're not going to just have the green light for long if you're chucking out bombs like that.
The officials were right on top of that one.
The free throw drops for Bane. And Bane drops them both. 20 seconds left in the 4th. Jackson outside. Morris outside. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. And here's Morant outside. That shot off the mark. It's deflected. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. Ace. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us.